This place is amazing. You just reach down and you find a rock and it's got fossils in it. I mean, we see that else places. This is really the only place where I've ever seen that you truly pick up any rock and it has little awesome fossils. I don't know if you can see this in here, but in a span of just standing here, this is what I've picked up. And this place is really cool. There's these little ones down here on the beach, but there's the whole rock quarry that's, the larger ones. They said you can pick up to 25 pounds per person per year of fossils, which I think is kind of crazy, actually. I'm kind of surprised that we let them do that. I'd kind of rather see the fossils stay here, but it is a souvenir and it is really cool for people. So if you're into collecting fossils, this is a great place to come. Welcome to Rockport State Recreation Area.
So this, to me, seems like a state park with tremendous potential if you have a vision, and it sounds like you have a vision for it.
The site development plan is almost completed. So we're at the final stages where we're going to see the final plan, and then we're going to print it out and have an open house for the public and show them what we plan to do in the future. With the cabins down on the beach, with maybe a boat rental, and the campground. I showed you the campground area. Maybe go rustic, then modern, and backcountry camping, and some work. The real cool thing is we worked with MSU, and one of the concepts that one of the young ladies had there is, the boaters want to camp here and launch to fish. Well, her design was to actually have the boat trailers and the trucks on a campsite all connected so they could get up in the morning and go, but they'd be in the front of the campground so they didn't have to pass everyone. And that's something that we actually built into that plan. So it's kind of neat.
So trying to plan it all out and think it all out, it takes time though. And that's something I think is hard for people to understand sometimes. I mean, this has been a state park for a number of years now.
Yeah, 2012, June 29th. So everyone's eager to see something happen, including myself. And I cannot give you that date on when we're going to start.
Yeah.
But this site development planning process is the step. And then we'll actually put it into our capital outlay process and go after funding for the phases. We'll go in phases.
Yeah. So you have plans for campground, cabins, getting the beach, getting some more trails laid out and easier for people. But that's in the future. There's still some really cool things here now already for people to see, right? If they want to come out here with the sinkhole and the quarry and fossil hunting, and I assume you'd encourage people to come on out and see what you have, right?
Come on out and be careful, because the porcupines love our trail signs. So we're having a problem with that. So we will continue to improve the trail signs, improve the trails. We have plans to build a temporary contact station, not the final structure. And then this fall, we're working on a parking lot for equestrians and mountain bikers or bicyclists on East Grand Lake Road. So that is some things we're doing, and we're filling a year-round Rockport Ranger position. So that person will be out here keeping an eye on everything and running the staff that work here. Every single pile of this rock is solid fossils.
Really?
Yeah. You just start busting it open and it's unbelievable. It's everywhere. I mean, I'll just reach out and grab the first piece I see. You'll be probably stop in an area that's nice.
Oh, wow. It's just all sorts of little,
I mean, it gets pretty complex compared to this. But, if you're willing to dig, you can find some. They found these prehistoric fish out here that are like 9 foot long, and they're trying to put them all together.
Oh, so, my goodness.
Yeah, a lot of people
awesome.
Spend a lot of time out here.
Okay,
having staff here is going to be a big key, that come here every day and work in a contact station. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, and you have a lot of unique things here because of the quarry and the fossils and just the way this all came together.
Yeah, we could do fossil tours, sinkhole tours, getting people to the beach. We have a Jesse Besser natural area. There's the shoreline, there's the island, and there's fishing. I mean, it's one thing. There's some awesome fishing here. Walleye, salmon, Atlantic salmon, lake trout. You can catch lake trout almost all year round. A lot of people fish off the pier here in the spring, and they do pretty well. So there's a lot to do here. Mountain biking, equestrian, you know, bring your horse here, ride it out to the sinkholes. So I think once people know about it and it's ready for the people, and then there's trail signs you can read.
That the porcupines haven't eaten?
Yeah, we'll be here.
This is awesome.
So you're on a future trail, maybe?
Yeah, hopefully someday future home of a sinkhole trail. It'd be really cool. I mean, they've got a lot of work to do here at this property, but it'll be worth it in the end. We always talk about how all the different parks are unique, whether it's a trail or a beach. This is sinkholes, rocks, sinkholes, fossils, totally something unique within the state of Michigan. And I'm super excited to see, having been here early on, it'll be really interesting to see it in a few years, what they can do with this place.
As you walk through the woods here, you can see where there's all kinds of dips and gullies, small holes. So you totally understand where the sinkholes eventually are going to form if this continues, which we think it will, based on the geology. This is a really unique ecosystem in this forest here that you're going to find only here at Rockport State Recreation Area.
It's an awesome piece of property, 4,297 acres. And I mean, we just scratched the surface today, but I mean, if you've seen it all, you'd be amazed. I mean, the different trees and plants, and you go into a beech hardwood forest, and all of a sudden you're in an oak, you know, rolling hills and beautiful topography, and it's I couldn't show it all to you.
Yeah, it's a great place already, even as undeveloped as it is really at this point. But I think it's one that's going to be, you know, people should keep their eye on as the years go by. I think this is really going to develop into something amazing out here. Yeah,
it's going to be a major tourist attraction. We have a great friends group too, so, you know, and they're very active, and, you know, they're raffling off a pontoon this year, trying to make some money. So if they don't make enough, they'll do a 50-50. So. And they're always active in promoting the park and telling people about the history. So they're part of it and work with us every day. Great partnership.
That's excellent.
So if anybody wants to donate, they can donate to them, or they can donate to the
Friends of Rockport.
Yep. Or they can donate to our donation account. So, yep. I would estimate 150, 200,000 or more people coming a year once they hear about it and it's ready and it has what they need. A modern restroom would be nice. A lot of people won't come and use a vault toilet. You know, they want a modern restroom. You know, so that's part of it.
But you're off to a great start with it. There's some great things to see out here.
Thank you.
See and do.
Thanks for coming.
You bet. Thank you. Thanks for the tour.
Yeah. Thanks for coming to visit Rockport State Recreation Area. It's an awesome place.
Yeah. We'll be back.
Welcome to Rock. Whoa.
Good blooper.
Let's fall off the rock.